do a little arithmetic today, all right? It involves pi. You guys know pi, right? You do it to class. But pi does not add up to 3.14 today because it involves a woman whose name is Pi. And her age adds up to 58. Okay, she doesn't mind us saying that, so I'm not in trouble. And we have Oleg, who is 24. You guys are so far ahead of me. Come on, act like you don't know where this is going. If you subtract these numbers, God, I hope I get this right, you wind up with a slight difference. 34 years, okay? Now, I know there's a lot of debate about this kind of thing. Now, given the difference in their ages, you would probably guess they're mother and son. At least act like you would guess they're mother and son. If they are, it's a really creepy relationship. But in fact, they are boyfriend and girlfriend. Now, Pi says she's a cougar and Oleg is her cub.
My name is Pumpkin Pie, but people just call me Pie. Come for the food, stay for the pie. I love younger men because one thing they have is hair. I just can't go for the bald guys. Sorry, DrPhil. I love you, but N-O. I met Oleg through a dating website. We're both into animals, the environment, food, and love to cook. I'm 58 and Oleg is 24. Based on the definition of cougar, I believe I qualify. Oleg is my darling little cub right now. He's gorgeous. This is where the magic happens, baby. The motion of the ocean. My waterbed. Honey, sexual relationship is really just the icing on the cake, the whipped cream on the pie. It's just a great perk that comes along with younger men. I don't see myself as a mother figure to these men, but I see myself, and honest to God, as a mentor. Anyone that has an issue with me going out with younger men, love is love, baby. You never know where you're gonna find it. Amen. Yes.
Okay. So bald guys just don't do it for you, huh?
I'm sorry, gorgeous.
So you're looking for the physical here, right? It's okay if they're smart, but you don't care if they're dumb?
Right. Well, no, I love smart, but I'm a Libra, and Libras love beauty.
Oh,
so
God.
I always sort of go towards the beauty.
Pi is very vibrant, very alive. I've always gravitated towards older women. Pi is the oldest woman I've dated. She does not feel like someone that's 58. When I hear 58 in my mind, it does portray a senior citizen. She is young at heart. I haven't been able to find the chemistry with women my own age. They're very distracted, very flaky. Pi has a lot of life experience, so I look to her as a mentor to some extent. I like to be taken care of by my woman. I like to be pampered. Pi takes care of me. She caters to me. Society accepts older women with younger men as completely normal. I don't see why me and Pi can't be accepted as well. If someone says that someday you're gonna dump Pi for some younger girl, I simply tell them I'm living in the moment, I'm having fun, and nothing else matters.
Amen.
Okay, so you're just in the moment, right? And so if you're having a good time right now, then you're not too worried about going forward.
Yeah, I'm not.
So do you think you're likely to be with Pumpkin Pie here
I can answer
in
that.
10 years, or do you know or care?
I can answer that as well as I can answer what will the coin land on, heads or tails. I just wouldn't know.
Yeah, and you're okay with that.
Oh, absolutely.
But Pi may end up paying a hefty price, because she could be losing her best friend of over 15 years because of this love affair.
Pi and I have known each other for 15 years. Pi's completely wasting her time with these pretty boys. It's superficial. Every time I turn around, she meets some 25-year-old guy. Pi's close to 60, and he's 24. What could they possibly have in common? They're decades apart. There's so many things wrong with a woman close to 60 dating somebody in their early 20s. First off, what if he wants to have kids? Pi can't have kids. I think Pi likes young guys because she has a mommy complex. She likes to take care of these guys. She likes to nurture them. No guy wants to date his mom. Pi's really trying to hang on to her youth by dating younger guys. Inevitably, he's gonna dump her and she's gonna get hurt. Pi's a party girl. She likes to have fun. And these guys are drawn to it because she draws them in because she's very aggressive. So when I tell her to date older men, she said that she's not attracted to them or they're married, but there are plenty of men out there that are single. I'm at the end of my rope with Pi. I'm thinking of just really ending our friendship until she realizes why she does this pattern. I just think it's ridiculous she dates these little boys.
Okay, are you married or single?
I'm single.
Do you date?
Yes.
Guys your age, not your age?
Older.
Older guys?
I like them a little jolly.
Yeah, like how older?
My last boyfriend was 66.
Uh-huh. And do you mind saying how old you are? Don't if you do. I mean, some women don't like to say that. And it's rude for me to ask. I'll move on. Okay. But
that was old. That was the oldest for me. Usually they're at 50 or a little older.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there's an age gap there. Why is that okay for you but not for her?
Pi and I are different. Pi, like you said before, she mentioned the music, the fun, the entertainment, but there's more. I mean, there's no spiritual foundation. I don't even know if they talk about, if they have any beliefs. You need someone that's gonna help take care of you.
Well, you have issues with this. I made a list of those too, and here they are. Oleg is immature and a user. He's just a pretty boy with a good body. Pi is wasting her time with Oleg. He will leave due to the 34-year age gap. So how do you know he's a user?
That's right. How do you know?
It's just the pattern. It's a pattern that...
His pattern?
No, the pattern that she has with these guys.
You say that she provides stability and never questions your actions.
Yeah. Isn't that like the perfect girlfriend?
Somebody that just anything you do, anything he does is okay.
Yeah, of course.
So if he calls and says, hey, I was going down Melrose and I saw this girl that just, I mean...
Smoking hot.
I had to pull over.
Babe.
And we're going to go out tonight, and so let me catch you tomorrow. That's okay?
I wouldn't have him.
I'm asking her.
Well,
What, ventriloquist?
I don't mind anyone looking. Are you kidding? Why not? I
That
mean, I
wasn't
was
the
surrounded by
question.
beautiful women. But he wouldn't do that if we're in a relationship.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Of course he wouldn't.
Oh, hell no.
No. If he saw some 20-something hot body walking along there that gave him a second look and they started chatting up at the coffee bean or something, one thing led to another, and then he calls you and says, hey, can't make it tonight, I'll see you tomorrow. Would you be okay? Would he tell you that straight up? And if he did, would you be okay with it?
Would you tell me that straight up?
Yeah. I just wouldn't do that. I wouldn't take another girl out.
Because that's what you're saying that's going to happen
see,
eventually, right? She's going to age
absolutely.
out, and he's...
Yes, and he's gonna hurt her, and I'm gonna have to pick up the pieces.
Yeah, because do you think in the dating arena that you are competitive with a girl 30, 40 years younger than you? If so, what's your competitive edge?
I think I am 34. I forget that I'm 58.
Yeah, but let me remind you, you are.
And because I was in the music business all my life and did nightclubs, I was just surrounded by younger people, so I just don't think in the older mindset, I think in the younger mindset.
Right. But,
So,
you know, I can think young all day, but
Yeah.
I have a mirror.
yeah, no, well, you know, well, that's why I go to low lighting, low lit places, little candlelight here
No,
and there.
and you're lovely. I'm not
thank you so
saying that
much.
you're unattractive. I'm just saying that Do you think you're competitive in the dating market with those 20, 30, 40 years younger than you?
Well, yeah, I think it's a whole different issue. I'm never going to look that way again, but if you look at the pictures on my refrigerator, I did.
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, I was hot, baby.
But you offer different things.
Yes.
You are more nurturant
Yep.
than they are.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, educational, you know, things to discuss in life that he has never, you know, had someone to discuss with. Absolutely.
So you're just enriching him.
Enrichment.
Now, here are the top 10 tips that Pi has for dating younger men. You gotta be fun-loving, right?
Yes.
So you can't be all fuddy-duddy.
It gets boring.
Yeah. You can't be a bore. You
Yeah,
can't
there you go.
nag.
Yeah,
Because if you do, you'll remind him of his mother.
correct.
All right. Does she
Yep.
nag you at all? No.
I wouldn't be here.
You what?
I wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
if she did.
You have to ignore the stares when people are looking at you.
Oh, I think
right?
the stairs because I might fall down.
Yeah, no.
Sorry.
You just come to those stairs, you just think young and just fly right up.
Right down.
You must have a natural chemistry. You
Yeah.
can't force it.
Of
It's got
course,
to be.
yeah.
All right. And don't lie about your age. You got to be heads up about it, right?
Yep.
And you got to allow yourself to be vulnerable. What's that mean?
Well, to me, vulnerable just means, you know, affectionate, caring, you know, cuddly, romantic.
You say don't take yourself too seriously.
Yes.
Oh,
And you
Never.
say keep it interesting, go out a lot, do a lot of things, stay on the move,
Yes.
and keep it sexy always.
Always.
Yeah.
Always, baby.
And you think what's going to happen is she's going to actually fall for one of these Oligs. And
Well,
I
she-
say one of these because you think they're interchangeable. Do
In
you
the-
think he's
in
going to
the
be with you?
past.
Do you think he's going to be with you 10 years from now?
You never know. Do we know?
no.
He's shaking his head no.
No, I said we don't know.
You may qualify it now, but you said,
I said we don't know. I said we don't know, you know?
yeah, I do know.
You never know. And the other issue, too, is men my age are either in rehab, lying and cheating, or they're dead. So I got a real small pool going on here lately.
Dr. Phil, we'll go out and there'll be some nice older men, and you've got to give them a chance. More closer to her. She doesn't give them a chance unless they're beautiful or they have good bodies. But I want you to give them a chance.
I don't always look for the good bodies. Some of my ex-boyfriends did not have good bodies, and I love them just like a big teddy bear, just like Dr. Phil. Look at him.
You look good, Dr. Phil.
Yeah. My first guest, 40-year-old Sanjay and 18-year-old Jacqueline, met on the website sugardaddy.com. There's a website for this. Now, they've only been together for 4 whole months and are already talking marriage. Now, Sanjay's friend Mike says that he better run the other way before Jacqueline takes him for half of what he's worth. Take a look.
My name is Sanjay. I'm a physician, an MD.
Sanjay and I met on SugarDaddy.com.
The site was designed for me. I've always been the sugar daddy.
I am 18 and he is 40. I'm a sugar babe and he's a sugar daddy.
Jacqueline is the sexiest woman in the world. It's very hard for me to keep my hands off of Jacqueline.
I'm Michael. I've known Sanjay and his family for the past 10 years. What bothers me about Jacqueline, do you think she'd want to be with Sanjay if he was Sanjay, the Slurpee salesman at 7-Eleven? I don't think so. She's set a goal and she's trying to achieve it.
I call Sanjay daddy. I think it's sexy and he thinks it's sexy. My daddy's calling me right now. Hello? Daddy, guess,
Yes, dear.
what are you doing?
I'm driving over to Nordstrom because because I needed to get a gift for my baby.
For me? Daddy,
I love you.
I love you too. I do believe that Sanjay and I will be married one day.
Married. She'll take him for half. Get pregnant and demand half of everything he has.
I do fly Jacqueline back and forth from Texas to California as need be.
I like the fast-paced lifestyle.
Jacqueline does fly first class.
Sanjay's house in California. I love it. I am packing for my trip to Orange County. I get to see my boyfriend.
If we disapprove, when Sanjay comes and asks for her hand in marriage, she'll never talk to us.
I see her. Hi, baby. Wanna eat lunch?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I think she's quite a gold digger. Advertising herself on golddiggers.com. Oh, I mean sugardaddy.com.
A gold digger is not what I am, though. What a gold digger is somebody who is merely looking for a very wealthy man. I would be with Sanjay if he lost everything.
She's getting the little bra tip. Do you want to pay for that?
Oh, yeah. Somebody's got to pay for it. Yeah, he's buying her. You fly him in, you buy them gifts.
Sanjay has purchased my car, which is a Mercedes-Benz. He gave this to me as a gift for my graduation. I love you.
What the hell are you thinking? You went on sugardaddy.com and registered, right?
Yes.
So
yes, I did.
You got what you're looking for.
DrPhil, look at me. I'm really cute. I'm charming. I'm very smart.
He is.
I don't need to pay for anything. DrPhil, I actually went on that site after my best friend, who was on the site, and has said, you know, this is you. This is you. You have always been a sugar daddy. You take care of your friends. You take everybody out. You take care of your patients. Any woman that you're with, you shower them with gifts. This site was made for you. This is my nature.
This is your nature. What is your nature? You say, could we see Sanjay's profile? You say on your profile that you're 37. That, by the way, is a lie, right?
I told the producers that when they contacted me, so that's everything else is accurate.
That
I'm
would
40.
be yes. That's
yes.
a lie.
Yes.
Because you actually are 40.
Yes.
Okay. You said my perfect girl. You perhaps would be likely under 25. Size 0 to a 4. You'll find me very generous. Then you give your resume. I truly enjoy being the daddy.
Yes.
Okay, well, whenever.
No, I'm sorry, but that just creeps me out. That just creeps me out. And you're on the beach.
He didn't say that whenever I first.
You're on the beach doing little twirls in front of him, and you call him daddy. Can we have her profile? You say my modeling career is what I'm working on now. Would definitely not mind networking with anyone. Men, are you interested in helping me? I'm currently looking for someone to spend time with and who wants to spoil me.
I'm always networking on the internet because you can meet photographers and people that will help you.
What's your fear for your friend?
That she's gonna work him. I've known Sanjay for 10 years. I know what a real love relationship is. You don't have a clue. If you loved him, you wouldn't make some of the demands you make upon him. You'd be understanding, caring, and giving, and you're not.
I am
You're a spoiled
understanding and
brat.
caring, and
You're a spoiled brat.
I'm calling names. I'm not even a spoiled brat. I come from a poor family, and I was not looking for anyone to necessarily buy me gifts. What I was looking for was someone who wouldn't mind paying for dinner at home. I don't have anything. It's not fair for you to say that you don't know me like that.
I know you. You know how I know you.
You do not even know me. What's my middle name?
I don't even want to know you. Your middle name. Gold digger.
What's my birthday?
Jacqueline Gold Digger.
Are you at all worried yourself about the nature of this relationship? Are you ashamed of it in any way?
You know, I'm not. And I got to tell you, I have only met 2 women in my life that I've had a serious relationship that were actually younger than me. My last girlfriend was 41. She was a PhD. The problem was she wouldn't let me take care of her. She didn't let me be me. She didn't like the gifts. She didn't want the gifts. She wanted to control the relationship 50%. And I like the more traditional role.
Are you going to have a prenuptial agreement?
Never. Never.
She wouldn't sign one. She wouldn't sign one.
If you get married and you have morals and you believe in God, then you know that it's going to be a forever thing. It's a commitment that you make for your whole
Forever
life.
till you
It's
upgrade
not-
to the new model.
I don't believe in divorce. I don't believe in that. You get married once and you stay with that person for the rest of your life.
My greatest fear regarding Jacqueline and I is that my friends and family may be correct, that she may walk off with half my money one day.
All you see is he's a 40-year-old man and I'm an 18-year-old little girl. I found a man who is chivalrous and I'm gonna keep him.
What does your real daddy think about this?
He just doesn't approve of an older man being with a younger girl. He thinks it's not right. He thinks that, I don't know, he just thinks it's not
Because you were out here hanging with him and he objected, right?
traditional.
Yes.
What did he say to you?
This may be my future father-in-law, so I'm going to be very careful in choosing my words, but
Well, just tell the truth.
Your future ex-father.
it resulted in her being put on a plane the next day.
Yeah.
So he clearly did not approve of the relationship.
You were married for a year and a half?
Yes.
And you tragically lost your wife to a disease.
She immediately right after the wedding, got diagnosed with a terminal cancer.
And that's been how long?
2 years.
You said to me through our interviews that you realize that you're still mourning for the loss of your wife, which is totally understandable to me.
But I think in a healthy way. I have been continuously moving forward. I do want something different than my wife, my late wife. I don't ever want to dilute that memory. I don't want someone just like her.
Okay, how are you with the memory of his wife?
How are you with her? Tell him what your demands are. No pictures of Beth in the house. No
He had a
memorabilia.
shrine of her, and every room
That's his
there
late
was a
wife.
picture
It's not
of
his ex-wife.
her, and
Why
I
can't he
figured-
have a shrine? He should have a room
Okay,
dedicated
can I
to
talk to Dr. Phil, and can you just
Sure,
please
go ahead, but tell
shut
the
your
truth.
mouth?
Tell the truth.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I just asked if we could take down,
Asked?
you know, most of them because
All of them.
it bothers me whenever he tells me he wants to marry me and have kids with me, yet there's still like shrines and pictures of her everywhere.
His
Hurts my
late
feelings
wife.
'cause
And your position
I'm laying in
was-
bed and I wake up, hi Beth, right next to me.
And you
Here's
should be
picture of
like
her.
that. She was a
okay,
great
why
woman.
is not my picture? Why isn't my picture right there?
You'll never match the woman she was. and
Does
you know
it occur to you, all right, hold on. Does it occur to you that at 18, you're into the complexities of an adult world and relationship that you cannot and should not be expected to comprehend?
No, I believe that I can comprehend anything. I understand everything.
Okay, but we're
understand
talking about your deceased wife.
Yes.
And you've said if she continues these demands, that's a deal breaker.
The demand included that I could never own a picture of her. That not only I
In the
can't
house.
I can't put him in
No,
a
there's
can't put him in a shoebox and put him in the back of the closet. That's
what
not
I told him
acceptable
to do,
either.
and he said, no, I
That's
can't
mature.
do that.
That's
He said,
understanding.
I'm
That's a
gonna put 'em
caring,
underneath in
loving
this
woman
cabinet,
for
like
her
all he
man.
stacks them up.
But-
in the cabinets that, you know, I'm supposed to live in this house, and we're supposed to be together and interdependent, and how can I be that way if everywhere I look are pictures of her? It's like, it's me, him, and Beth.
Everything in that house is Beth.
Okay, but
it was built
but you
by
understand-
Sanjay and Beth, girl. Get a clue.
Okay, but the whole point is that it may be unfair to you in asking yourself, or you expecting someone that still has stuffed animals on her bed at home, still is just going through the arc of life at a very early age to understand and have compassion for the commitment and loss that you've been through with your wife. By the way, I don't think you're some evil girl. I just think you're a girl. And by girl, I mean you're very young.
A little girl.
And you're very impressionable as opposed to being a full-grown, experienced woman that's seen a lot of the things in life that you will see in the next 10 or 20 years. And you just can't know what you don't know till you get there. But
How do you know I haven't already experienced a lot?
Pardon me?
You don't know that I haven't experienced it a lot. So for you to say that, it's
Oh my
irrelevant.
God, you're 18 years old.
okay,
What have you experienced?
let me tell you what I know. I've been doing this for 30 years, and I don't have to have known you since you were 12 in order to know that you haven't buried a bunch of loved ones. You haven't had success and failures in your life. You haven't been through some of the challenges that you're going to have to face in merging two lives. And the very fact that you say that I can't know that you don't already know that verifies my greatest concerns about you, which is that you don't know what you don't know. That's not a criticism, it's just you can't know it. Do you not have concern that if you meet an impressionable young woman from, by her description, very modest lifestyle, doesn't it worry you that by bringing her in and lavishing her with gifts and taking her to expensive dinners and having her drive your deceased wife's huge Mercedes around, all of those sort of things, would you be concerned that, gosh, she might be getting swept up in the lifestyle instead of who I am? Yeah. Not Jacqueline, any young woman that you're bringing from one lifestyle to another. Yes. As a guy, wouldn't you be concerned about that?
I am always concerned.
And the reality is, in 3 years, she's going to have moved on to greener grass on the other side of Dana Point or whatever.
That's what you think, but that's not.
Oh my God, I know you close enough to see your style. I've seen hundreds of girls like you come and go.
Relevant.
So this past year.
It's your opinion.
DrPhil,
so my opinion's valid.
Okay, I'm going to turn your mic off if you don't put a cork in it. All right. Here's Bree, 18 years old, working at a Mexican food restaurant. And here's where she's living. One day, a man walks into the restaurant and her life instantly changes. Who is the man? Well, let's find out.
Hi, my name is Bill. I am a multimillionaire, and this is my house. This home is actually a historical house. The home was originally built in 1923 by the grandson of President Theodore Roosevelt. We have 8 bedrooms, 9 bathrooms. It's 4 stories if you count the basement. B Magazine awarded it the most beautiful house in Dallas, Texas. My neighbor happens to be Jerry Jones, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys. It's a great neighborhood. I own a commercial real estate company. I am responsible for billions of dollars of real estate around the country. My guest house is a really cool place because I turned it into a music studio. I have all the instruments to have an amazing jam session. Here on my driveway, you'll normally see my Rolls Royce. I can't tell you how much fun and joy it's brought to me. I don't mind what other people think of me when they see me driving by in it.
Well, not bad, right? One thing I forgot to mention, they do have a 39-year age difference. You see, Bill is 62 and Bree is now 23.
I've always preferred younger women. The last 4 years, I've been in a relationship with Bree.
Bill and I have a 39-year age gap.
I'm 62 years old, and Bree is 23 years old.
Bill and I definitely come from 2 different worlds. And in Bill's world, the high society people dress different. They wear diamonds and jewels and are covered in expensive labels. I grew up in a rough neighborhood, so this is a huge change from what I'm used to. My life is completely turned upside down from everything.
Our families come from very different backgrounds, and if you look at our 2 families, they really don't mix.
It did take me a while to adjust to Bill's life, and mainly it was the criticism that I received from his friends and people in his life that I really wasn't expecting.
I'm very close with my ex-wife, Kathleen. Kathleen thinks Bree is a very sweet young girl, but she thinks the age difference is laughable. She's very opposed to our relationship, and she thinks it's not going to last.
Kathleen let me know that Bill was a cheater and had cheated on all the women prior to me. I just thought it really wasn't her place.
Kathleen has been calling me a cheater for 30 years.
It really upset me. That's someone that you're close to and all they're spreading is negative things about you. I don't really know if that person has your best intentions.
I don't think monogamy is very natural. I do my best, because I know society calls for monogamy, but I do have an issue with it.
Okay, so I'm curious how you guys intersected and got into a relationship, because you do come from different worlds, you are different ages. So how did this come to be a thing?
Well, I think he sort of charmed me and, impressed me. And it was something so new because people my age, they don't have good conversation. They want to go and party. They want to go and drink. And so I was captured that he actually had something intriguing to say.
Yeah.
She was a hostess at a Mexican restaurant. I went in there to eat.
Yeah.
I saw her. I was mesmerized by her beauty, and I could tell how sweet she was.
Yeah.
I came back a few more times. Finally, I just decided I'm going to introduce myself and invite her out on a date.
Bill, you want a relationship that's tame, easy, free of drama, right?
Totally,
you
that
want
sounds good to me.
Easy roll.
Obviously, drama swirls around us because our age gap. 39 years, and half the year it's 40 years, actually.
I kind of did a timeline to see what experiences you've had that are different. In '83, the internet was invented. You're 25 years old. You're still not here. In 2002, DrPhil premieres. You're 44 and you're 5. 2007, the iPhone's invented. You're 49 years old. So you lived the first 50 years of your life without an iPhone. In 2010, Instagram was introduced. You're 52 before Instagram ever even existed. And you're 13. So you're all over Instagram, I'm sure, when it starts out. Then in 2020, the coronavirus hits, 62 and 23. Different history.
Well, everything he lived through, I learned in school. So we still had a little.
It's so funny how many people do ask us, what you guys have in common? What do you guys talk about? And I always say we talk about the same thing that you guys talk about. Current events, what we're having for dinner, where we're going on our next vacation. We get along so well. When we're with each other, we don't see an age gap.
You say you're not much on monogamy. It's a good theory, but you just don't really believe it's natural.
I don't call myself a cheater. It's tough to be married your whole life. And that's why I have 2 failed marriages behind me. And that's why getting married for a third time is a tough endeavor, because I'd hate to fail a third time. And yet Bree is young and beautiful and sweet. I know she wants to be married and have children one day.
And speaking of marriage, Bill says he's already tied the knot and gotten divorced, not once, but twice. And he's just really hesitant to take that next step with Bree. Now, I'd like to ask the woman who says she knows Bill the best, who Bill describes as sophisticated and important to him. And that woman is his ex-wife, Kathleen.
When I stop and think about Bill and Bree's relationship, I think it's comical. People look at Bill and Bree together, they think that it's his granddaughter. Bill and I were married for 15 years, and we raised 3 wonderful children. I thought we had a great life together. We traveled the world. We did fabulous things with our children. One day, I found out that Bill had been unfaithful to me for 15 years. I was devastated. Because of this, Bill and I got a divorce. I didn't speak to him for 17 years. Now that Bill and I have reconciled, I feel like I can care for him at a distance, and I don't have to deal with all the drama. When Bill and Bree started dating, he wanted me to meet with Bree. What Bill wanted was me to teach Bree how to be me. She's sweet. I just don't think she really has a clue of what she's gotten herself into. I find she's very naive. I made it very clear to Bree that along with jets, cars, trips, and all the stuff that she enjoys doing comes Bill's wandering eye. Bill has a revolving door of women. He was unfaithful to me, and he's been unfaithful to every woman since.
You guys were married how long?
15 years.
And he cheated on you?
Yes. He denied it, but he did.
But he did, okay. And so you divorced. And now, from the outside looking in, you're concerned for Bree.
I think I'm concerned for her, which is kind of funny, more like a mother, because I know Bill, and not just the unfaithfulness, but more the age gap that they have with each other in surviving the years. It's real easy to just talk about you know, oh, great day and what you're eating and what the next vacation is. But that changes whenever you have many years together.
As we get closer to the end than the beginning, the aging process accelerates.
Yes.
This is a photo of Bill now at 62, and here is a computer age progression of what he may be at age 70. And what about 80?
Oh.
At that point, you'll just be turning 40. And here's what Bree is likely to look like at 32. And how about 41? Not much difference. There's not much deterioration between 23 and 33 and 33 and 43, but there's a huge difference between 62 and 82 because the aging process accelerates. Have you thought about that?
I have thought about that. And I don't think pushing a wheelchair or taking care of anyone is a bad thing.
Bree's mom, Sharon, describes this situation as the rich versus the poor.
I really don't fit into Bill's lifestyle. For one thing, I'm down to earth, and I think thrifty is a better way to live. Bill and I put up with each other, but I'm just more outspoken and he's more fake. I think a lot of rich people are snotty and mean and stuck up. Bill keeps more distant now because I think he's figured out that we're not his style. I don't think Bill's ever seen anybody like me, and I've already given him fair warning. If he makes my daughter cry, I'm coming for him. Kathleen tries to belittle Bree. I don't like the way she talks to my daughter about Bill, like trying to stray her in another direction. I think Kathleen's jealous of Bree, and that's probably why she's around so much.
Are you concerned about this relationship because of the age gap or because of the lifestyle differences, or do those things combine to create a problem?
I'm not concerned about their relationship at all. They get along great. The only thing I'm worried about is the ex there, you know, into everything all the time. And if she needs a mother figure, she has a mother. She doesn't need Kathleen to train her.
So you just think she's interfering?
I do.
How do you feel when people say your daughter Bree is a gold digger?
It makes me mad.
Do you think you're going to get married?
I would like to be married, but I can't speak for him.
And you want to have kids?
I would like to have children,
Okay.
yes.
And you said you question whether you want to be sitting beside a soccer field or walking down elementary school hallway at 75 years of age. I mean, you've got kids.
It's a dilemma for me because she deserves to be married and have children,
Right.
and I would want that to be me. But I do look at the reality of my age, and looking at the pictures you put up, that's just a symbol of how I could deteriorate when she's just hitting her prime. As far as the balance in our home, I respect her tremendously. There's no parent-child-ness in our relationship at all. I let her run the house the way she sees fit. I respect that.
It was interesting you said, I let her run the house, but this isn't a parent-child relationship. But in 4 years, have you talked about marriage?
Yes, we have. And just to respond to that, I do think that relationships where you have an age gap, 40 is probably not normal, but I think relationships with an age gap do work better than relationships that are the same age. When you have a big age gap, it's just automatic. She looks up to me for wisdom, for experience. Look at all those things that you mentioned that happened during my lifetime. She wasn't around yet. And yet I put her up on a pedestal like my queen.
There's been a fair amount of research on relationships with age gaps. Emory University has done an interesting study on this with thousands of couples. And those with a 1-year gap in their relationship is just non-significant. 5 years, 18% divorce rate. 20 years, 95%.
Divorce rate?
Yeah.
90.
30 years, 172%.
I thought the total pie would be 100%.
Yeah, one would think. And their calculation has to do with aggregate, I'm sure.
So 40 years is off the charts.
Yeah,
Well,
we're not even.
it just seems to be high risk. It's not what happens in life that creates problems. It's violations of expectations that create problems. So if you go into it with your eyes open, you're very clear about what's going to take place. You talk about it, you discuss it, then your expectations are not going to be violated and you're not going to panic. If you two do get into a relationship, be open about it, be clear about it. The fact that I said your aging curve is going to accelerate, you need to be open about that and expect it. If you want children, you need to be open about that. Be clear about what your expectations are.
I like that.
And what other people think about you is none of your business.
I like that too.
All right, I want you to meet Paula and Dawn. Both claim they used to get along great when they first met, but they're now constantly arguing and say they don't have any relationship left at all. Their relationship is gone. That is, as mother-in-law and son-in-law, because Paula is actually the mother of Dawn's wife, Brenda, who is 26 years younger than him. Let's hear how Brenda and Dawn actually met.
When I first met Don, he was so nice and so friendly. Don was such a gentleman. He'd open doors for me. He would do everything a girl would want.
I bring her flowers occasionally. We go out for dinner. She's a great girlfriend. Everything just seemed to click.
There's an age difference between Don and I. I'm 26 years younger than Don.
We talked about the age difference at first, but there wasn't a problem on either side.
The age difference did kind of attract me to him. It seemed kind of fun and exciting.
After we'd been dating for a couple years, Brenda and I got pregnant. I was happy.
After I found out I was pregnant, Don and I started talking about getting married.
Planned a real small wedding. Brenda wanted to do that. It was her first marriage.
I wanted to marry Don because I loved him and I wanted to be married to the father of my child.
Well, Brenda says her once sweet and loving husband, who she married 6 years ago, changed right after the honeymoon and has become a madman, having temper tantrums daily, where she says he will stomp his feet, stick his fingers in his ears, and scream la 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 like a 3-year-old over absolute nonsense, like Brenda throwing away his old stacks of papers or receipts. We're talking like an 07 receipt from McDonald's, or his pile of tomatoes in the kitchen. Now, Brenda admits that she now finds Don, in her words, absolutely repulsive, and is only staying in the marriage for the children.
Don tricked me. He was so nice in the beginning, and instantly after we got married, he changed into a whole nother person. Shortly after we were married, I realized that Don was controlling.
After we got married, I found out Brenda had debt that she had never told me about. We started getting calls from a bank. I felt deceived. I was disappointed.
Don's a paper hoarder. Don had piles of paper that he would stack all over the place.
I don't see it through your eyes.
You treat him really
We're here now.
Don would get really upset if I moved his papers or even touched them.
Brenda was a complete neat freak.
Don is a slob. I constantly clean up after him.
It's annoying. I feel like I have an elf behind me.
Don and I have 2 children together. Don gets annoyed when I pay attention to the kids.
I feel like the kids exist and I don't.
Don is a narcissist. Don loves being the center of attention. The smallest little thing can set Don off.
We're constantly arguing and fighting.
He blew up at me because I was bagging groceries the wrong way.
It gets louder, things are said that we can't take back, and it gets ugly. Brenda knows how to push my buttons.
You wrote me 63 emails in a 5-week period. 63 emails in a 5-week period. Some of your letters were chewing him out. Some of your letters were chewing me out. The hell did I do? We haven't even met.
I was desperate.
I get that. How long did you know him before you married him?
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
And come on, didn't you see some red flags before you married him?
Looking back, yes.
Well, no, not looking back. Didn't you see him at the time?
Not the anger issues, but there were some other
issues that we had. He was hanging out at a bar every day.
Well, for one thing, he was 26 years older.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, I'm not saying that spring, September doesn't work, but it's an issue.
It's an issue. It is. Yeah.
And you saw Don hoard paper while visiting his apartment.
His house.
Are you a hoarder?
His house.
Now, wait, hold on. Before you answer.
Okay.
Don't put your fingers in your ears here.
I won't.
She says you get mad, stomp your feet, and put your fingers in your ears when you get upset. Do you do that?
I don't think I did that. I've done something like that when she followed me into the bathroom and I tried to end the conversation.
What part of that do you do?
I walk away and I go and get in the shower and I say, I'm done. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Do you put your fingers in your ears?
I think I might have done that one time, yeah.
Twice, at least.
Okay, maybe 2.5. Okay.
You observed Don's what you call big shot attitude that he projected around acquaintances.
Yes.
What do you mean?
Well, he says when he walks into a room that everybody wants to be around him, everybody wants to talk to him because he's an interesting person, when in fact it's actually the opposite. People avoid him because he talks excessively.
This is the logic that I look at. Here you are, you marry somebody 26 years older than you that's narcissistic with an anger problem and hoards paper.
Yeah.
Who did you turn down?
At the time, he was such a nice guy. He was so nice, and the paper hoarding was a huge issue to me because I am very clean, and I guess I assumed I could change it, and I keep on top of it. Our house is, we don't have a hoarder's house, but
She keeps a great house.
He is very anxious about it.
But you move his papers and he gets upset.
I do.
You move his tomatoes, he gets upset.
Yep.
The tomatoes thing was that comes from, we are going to counseling where we live.
Do you know how trivial it is that we're talking about her moving your tomatoes?
Yeah, I'm sick of talking about the tomatoes.
Me too.
Okay, let's go eat. My wife's convinced that I have some kind of mental illness.
I think Don is definitely bipolar. His mood swings are so extreme.
She got this all by reading up on the internet.
Living with Don is like walking on eggshells.
I've asked Brenda if we go to DrPhil show. Brenda has said that if it's found to be that I'm not bipolar, that she doesn't know if I'm the kind of man she wants to stay with, and that she would have to look at it as I'm just a mean.
Now, Brenda's mother, Paula, says she's no longer happy with her son-in-law, who is 3 years older than she is. She believes he needs serious psychological help.
Don is all about Don. He is confrontational, very sarcastic, and mean.
Sick of do it every time.
I have seen Don in Brenda's face, yelling at her with his arms flailing in the air. 2 months ago, on their anniversary, after having an argument, Don said, "Happy anniversary." Brenda does not deserve any of this. Brenda and I are very close.
I pretty much tell my mom everything.
Every time Brenda and I have an argument, Brenda's on the phone to her mom. They're both very judgmental when it comes to me.
Paula, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having us.
You're involved in their drama?
Because they involve me in their drama. It's not because I choose to be there.
Does she talk to you about it?
Yes, she does. And Don talks to me about it. Don calls me on the phone to discuss these matters.
Yes, I do. I was told because my parents don't exist and I basically don't have any friends up where we live.
Okay.
I was told by her and her husband to feel free to call them and ask them, and I have.
90% of the problems between them is Don's issues of anger. He gets extremely sarcastic and the conversation just goes downhill.
First, I get a little miffed. Then I get a little louder, and I'm very automated with the way I talk. And yes, I end up shouting, and I did say what was quoted on the recording. What wasn't recorded on the recording that was used here was we were driving back from a counseling appointment, and Brenda wanted an example, a specific example. Well, tell me when. Tell me when. See, you can't come up with that, can you?
because
Come
Don's
on, tell me
telling-
when. You don't know, do you?
Don-
And I finally went, shut up.
No, because he told me, he said, you blow up just like I do. And I said, I don't blow up.
I did
don't
say
yell.
that, and I don't know that got caught on the tape because
Okay.
after I calmed
This is-
myself down,
Don likes
I
to talk.
said, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I told him I do not blow up.
Don is an
You weren't
excessive
there at that
talker.
one.
I'm not talking about that point, Don.
Okay, well,
Don
you
is
said
an
you were there
excessive
for all of
talker,
them,
and if you
kids.
don't interrupt Don, you don't get to say anything. So when you interrupt him, he will get really, really angry. He says, Brenda got in my face. Brenda never gets in his face. It's not like her to
And
get
you're there
into
all
his
the time,
face.
so you know
Have
that
I
for a
gotten in your
fact.
face, Don?
Yes, you have.
I've gotten literally
Yes, you
in your
have.
face.
Not as close.
No.
You've gotten right there. Verbally,
very untrue.
physically, you've gotten in my face. This may not be repairable.
This is exactly why I don't do marriage counseling.
I don't blame you. I shouldn't have got married again.
What are you trying to accomplish here? What's your goal with what you're saying right now?
I just feel like
What
I'm
is
getting
your
painted
goal?
to save our marriage and get our.
Your goal right now is to come off as well as you can in the current conversation. You are not here to get help. You are here trying to cover your ass right now. You're trying to win this debate and make sure you don't lose in this face-off right here.
I know I have issues. I know I have problems.
You
and I
need to
know I
stop
need to work on
talking
it.
and listen. Look, just
I'm
one
done talking,
listen,
okay.
one old boy to another. Look, come on. The fans, not the players. You and I know you have to make a change or this isn't going to work.
Yes,
and
I
the
do.
question is, you're either willing to do that
I am.
or you're not. You have some obsessive compulsive tendencies driven by anxiety.
Okay.
And until you deal with that, you are going to be highly agitated when somebody messes with your world because you use that structure to maintain control. That's nothing to be ashamed of. It's
I'm
just
not.
it's just an issue.
I am open
but you
to
can't
anybody.
change what you don't acknowledge.
I'm acknowledging I have a problem.
No, you're not. You said, I had an issue before, but it's much better now.
Well,
I've got it under
the
control.
problem I have-
She's just a neat freak, and
The
she's
problem I
my
have
elf,
is a
and
lot
she goes
bigger than
around
paper
behind me,
hoarding.
which is a condescending way for you to describe the fact that somebody is nibbling at your structure.
The good old boy to the good old boy. Paper hoarding is I refer to it as the least because my marriage and my kids and what's wrong with me is more of a problem that needs to be fixed. And I know that. And I'm willing to get the help, take the help, do whatever I need to do. And you're telling me I'm here for giggles.
I'm telling you that you have an issue where you... If you're so smart, how come your marriage is in the ditch? If you're so smart, why can't you fix this?
Because I need help. I can't fix it. I don't know how to fix it.
Then you need to listen to what I'm telling you. You've got an issue. Paper hoarding is nothing more than a symptom of what's going on with you internally. Okay. And she is catching the brunt of that. All of this anger that she's getting from you has nothing to do with her. Okay. She's in your world. That's why you're targeting her. This has nothing to do with her.
Okay.
And you had so many stop signs with this guy, you got infatuated. So you decided, okay, I'm infatuated with him, so I'll run off and get married. Okay, bad decision. He might have swept you off your feet and all of that stuff and did all the things any girl wants to hear, but you said right after the honeymoon, bang, he became a monster. Bang, he became this hoarder. Bang, he became this control freak. Bang, he showed this anger. So you proceed to have 2 children with him?
Well, I was already pregnant when we got married.
Come on.
But yes, I decided
then you went
to have
and had
another one.
child with him.
I did.
Okay, so what are you thinking?
I guess I was just hoping for a miracle.
I am willing to bring to you the resources to get you fully evaluated and identified. We will get you what you need. Will you trust me to set that up for you?
That's why I'm here.
my gift to you. I will set that up for you.
Thanks.
Fair enough?
Fair enough.
Deal? Okay. Joni described Gina as one of her besties. They vibed from the moment they met. Joni claims they were inseparable, from birthday trips out of town to girls' nights out, often ending in Gina crashing at Joni's house. But all of that changed after a boy came between them. A boy who is actually a grown man, 26 years older than 23-year-old Gina. But it's a little more complicated than just the large age gap. You see, the man who came between them is Joni's father, David. Joni says her ex-bestie, Gina, not only dated her father behind her back for months, but she also got pregnant and had his child.
I am actually very pissed off at the relationship my dad has with Gina. I do not support this relationship. I feel betrayed and disrespected by both of them. It feels like a slap in the face.
Joni is being a spoiled brat and is beyond jealous of my relationship with David and losing his attention.
Before Gina started dating my dad, we were close friends. Yes. We literally did everything together. We went to bars. She came to my house, I would go to her house. We went to family events. Gina and I would even take trips together. We went on a vacation for my birthday. She was the biggest boo-hoo crier I've ever met. She would always call me crying about her problems. I introduced Gina to my father at a New Year's Eve party at his house. As soon as she walked in the door, she definitely saw dollar signs. She asked for a tour. She kept complimenting his house, saying how nice it was, and she just kept going on about it. 4 to 5 months after that, I found out through someone else that they were dating. My heart just sank to my stomach. I was like, are you kidding me? Gina is the laziest, money-hungry person I've ever met. Gina got into this relationship to build herself a better life. She's a gold digger, living the good life on my dad's money.
I finished cosmetology school, I'm licensed, I'm working in a salon, I'm making my own money.
She is always posting pictures of them going out on vacation, Miami, New York, Mexico, the Versace mansion. My dad is constantly trying to impress her. It's really annoying. My dad is being very naive about this relationship. Gina's only in this for the money, but I don't think my dad sees that. He needs to wake up a lot.
Well, Joni says she felt so betrayed by Gina and her father that she took her story to TikTok.
Story time. So, me and this girl became friends, and next thing I know, her and my dad's behind my back. Because I was pissed off about the relationship that Gina and my dad had, I made a TikTok video. She's 22, he's 55. Then the stupid bitch gets pregnant by my dad. The video had pictures in the background of them going on vacation and going on different trips. Within like 5 hours, it had over 800,000 views.
Everything that's said in this video is completely exaggerated. It's not true that she was my only friend. I wasn't desperate. I wasn't a desperate single mother seeking a sugar daddy. That's not true. It's 100% false.
I wanted people to see the type of person she is. She's a gold digger and she's not the friend that I thought she was.
Okay, Joni, so this whole thing was a shock to you, right?
Yes.
So what is your real objection? Is your objection that this is a friend that betrayed you? Is your objection that your dad is getting played and exploited? Where's the rub?
It's all of it.
All of the above?
All of it.
Gina says you're exaggerating how close your friendship was, that it just makes a better story when you say, my best friend slept with my dad, when y'all were really just drinking buddies.
If we weren't really that close of friends, why'd they have to hide it from me?
Yeah, and you confided in each other, right? You confided things in her about your dad because you had frustrations with him before her. And what were they?
We just never really we butted heads a lot. So growing up, we didn't really get along.
You found out that they were dating after a friend was asked to join Gina and your dad in a relationship.
They wanted like a three-way relationship.
After meeting your dad, Gina said she was, quote, gonna make your dad her sugar daddy. Did you think she was joking?
Yeah.
But then that turned out to be what you think is going on.
Yeah.
You think she's after him for the lifestyle, the trips, the money, Have you actually talked to him about it?
Kind of.
Uh-huh. And you guys still hung out while she was dating your dad?
Yes.
And
I didn't
she
know
hid
about
that
it.
from you?
Yeah, I didn't know about it for a really long time, like 5 months almost, I think.
Oh, 5 months.
Yeah.
So
it was a long time.
She would be with you, then leave you, go be with him.
Yeah.
And see you the next day.
Yeah.
Then go be with him. And you would see your dad occasionally, right?
Yeah, because we were working towards a relationship.
And why would he hide it from you?
I have no idea.
We hung out every day. I invited her to my dad's house, my mom's house. She met my whole family.
Joni and I were casual friends, but we weren't best friends.
I just told this little boy I felt like $1 million, and he said, "You look like 20."
Joni had many qualities that I did not like about her. Xanax, she would smoke weed, she would drink a lot, almost every day. Every time we hung out, shared with me stories about her slashing tires and, getting in fist fights. Joni has no shame. I mean, you can go on her social media and you can see videos of her high as a kite, drinking and driving. Her eyes are barely open in any of her videos. It's a lot. I knew she wasn't a good quality person. She wasn't someone I wanted to get involved with. Everyone needs to mind their own business. It's David and I's relationship. I don't wake up and think about these people every morning, so why are they thinking about me? Joni is making these assumptions that I'm using her father for money, and it really does piss me off. His money is not why I want to be with him.
Well, Gina, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
You say she just needs to get it through her head that you guys are adults and this is just what you decided to do, and that's just not for her to dictate.
So this whole situation is very hard. Like, it's extremely hard to explain to anybody. I know people will judge me. They're gonna be like, "Oh, you're sick, you're dating your friend's dad." So I don't even tell people how I met David. I just want everyone to know, I hope you guys aren't here to judge me and you could really understand and watch it from my perspective.
If there was nothing wrong with it, why did you hide it?
So I told David, I was like, "I'm gonna tell Joni." And he's like, "Do not do that." He's like, "I'm her father. I will tell her when the time is right." So David did plan on telling her. It just wasn't at the right time. He didn't tell her fast enough because she found out.
5 months.
No, it was not 5 months. I've known her for 5 months. We were drinking buddies. That's what it was.
Didn't y'all know each other for
said that we were friends.
I'm sorry?
We were, it's
you literally
friends,
just
yeah,
said
it is friends. It is friends.
Didn't y'all know each other for 3 years?
Oh, I've known her for, I've known of her. I've known her for a year.
Okay.
Yeah, but when did you start hanging out with me? For 5 months.
For a year. I have the pictures, bro.
Show me them.
Well, here they are. I mean, you
Yeah, so.
have
Yeah,
lot
that
of
was in
pictures.
Jacksonville.
That was my birthday weekend.
Yes, we did.
This was when we went to St. Pete.
Yeah,
this was
we went
with
out
another
to get
friend
drinks,
of
girl.
mine.
We went out for drinks. But don't get me wrong, it was fake that it's bad that I didn't tell you right then and there. Hell yeah, I will take that.
Great.
Here are excerpts from Instagram messages from between you and Joni. This is Joni, a photo of Joni and Gina. Gina, you look like you really like the smell of my hair. Joni, I was in love with you that night. Gina, I love you. Joni, I love you more, dude. Gina, heart emoji. I mean, this seems like friends interacting.
Yeah, absolutely. We had a good time going out to bars and drinking, but it was nothing to where I would sit down and talk about my profession with her, do things that were
So you never called me crying. You never came over and met my mom. You never came to my house. You don't think that's a little disrespectful to my mom as well?
Gina getting pregnant by my dad, I was like a punch in the gut. I didn't want to believe that it was happening. I kept saying it can't be my dad's kid. Right now, I am not thinking about having a relationship with their kid at all. She told 2 of her other siblings to not come near the baby, which is her own flesh and blood. It's extremely disappointing and shows just what type of person she is.
I'm 100% fearful of Joni because of what she's done to me and other people. Joni went ballistic when she found out about David and I's relationship.
After I found out my dad was dating Gina, I went over to the house.
She came in with just her underwear, a crop top, and gets irate. She was clearly high as a kite.
And I said, "Are you really about to date her?" And he said, "Yeah." And then I looked at her and she just smirked at me. She disrespected the out of me.
Next thing I know, I have her fist touching the side of me. She struck me in the face. I was like, what the hell just happened?
I quickly jumped up and grabbed her by the arms, and I said, "You are not going to do this in my house." I walked her out to the door, and I said, "Do not come back."
I wanted to get a restraining order, but because of David wanting to fix his relationship with his daughter, he figured a restraining order wasn't a good idea. Joni's made my life a living hell just because of her trying to always look for me and my location and, you know, the constant threats on social media. It just never ends. I can't even live my life without fearing that she's gonna like show up to my job and hurt me.
Did you punch her in the face?
Oh my God, what a lie.
You didn't punch her in the face?
No.
Did she punch you in the face?
She punched me in the face, and then she pushed me at the hair show in front of my classmate and called me a stupid bitch.
Did
You're
you shove
lying
her
right
at the
now.
hair show? Are you afraid to acknowledge that because you've got some criminal charges pending?
Yes, sir.
Hypothetically, if you ran into her at a hair show, would you be likely to want to push her?
Hypothetically, yes.
Yeah. Would you hypothetically want to punch her if you ran into her?
Hypothetically, wouldn't anyone?
Yeah. Okay. I got you.
After my dad and my mom got a divorce, my dad started spending a lot of money on girls and trips. He would fly to a bunch of different cities and he would take multiple girls with him. He has girls in different area codes. My dad likes to date younger women, young Hispanic foreign girls. I'm like 22, 26 years old.
I've dated younger women, but when there's a connection between a man and woman, the age shouldn't matter. I live an active lifestyle. I like to go mountain bike riding, scuba diving, hiking, and traveling. And dating Gina has allowed me to continue to be active. Gina and I have a great relationship, even though there is an age gap. We both like to travel. You ready to go to Belize?
Mm-hmm.
We've been to concerts together, Ariana Grande, Bad Bunny. We went to a J-Lo concert together. Gina is vibrant and outgoing. Gina's also not uptight about me having friends that are of the opposite sex.
Yeah, my dad has girls around him all the time. For my brother's 21st birthday, they went to Vegas, and my dad was literally flying girls in to hang out. I just don't like it, especially them like being my age.
Well, David, it's good to meet you.
It's good to meet you, Dr. Phil.
So what's up with, I'm not talking about the ages, but why your daughter's friends? I mean, there's a lot of people in this world.
Yeah.
Why date people that she knows that are her friends, acquaintances, teammates, people around her? Why that pool of people?
I've really only dated one person for one night besides Gina.
Is there a boundary in there where you know this is awkward for my daughter, this makes her feel uncomfortable, and so there's a boundary here where I'm just not gonna, I'm not gonna play around in this arena here. I'm gonna keep it private. I'm gonna keep it away from her just out of respect for her not feeling awkward. You have the right to do it. You're an adult. You can do what you want. But I'm just asking, as a dad, is there a boundary there that says this puts her in an uncomfortable position?
Yes, I agree. There should be a boundary there to not date her friends or. I'd love to have a relationship with my daughter Joni, but it has become impossible due to her animosity or hatred. I really don't know where Joni's anger is coming from.
Growing up, me and my dad did not have the best relationship.
I had a really good relationship with Joni. During her softball career, I coached my daughter, and she was one of the best players on the team, and she was well on her way to getting a softball scholarship.
Outside of softball, there really wasn't a relationship. When my dad found out that I was smoking weed, it felt like he just didn't want me in his life anymore.
Drug abuse is something that I do not tolerate.
He left, he got married, he had another kid, and he started a whole new life. For like 5 years, we didn't really talk that much. I emotionally felt left out. He missed a lot of my birthdays. He didn't go to prom. I didn't take any pictures with him during my graduation. He says he was there, I didn't see him. I just want my dad to accept me and not judge me.
What do you want with your dad?
I would like a relationship or something along those lines.
So would I, Johnny.
Do you
But I also want to continue living my life romantically with somebody I'm with.
I don't want to
But
get
does
away
it,
with that.
you're not, does it have to be with people that like, I
If
know,
somebody's going to live with me and
that
we
go
have a
behind
kid
my
together,
back, someone that would go behind my back?
DrPhil, I was like, okay, I'm going to tell her, but I got to make sure that this is actually a relationship.
You don't need your daughter's permission to do what you want to do. You're a grown man. You've worked very hard to get where you are, and kids don't get to tell their parents what to do. As the dad, you have to recognize and be sensitive to boundaries and how those things affect your children.
Yes.
And Joni, I know your feelings are hurt. I know they were hurt a long time before Gina came along. Your issue is with your dad. He's done some stupid stuff, no question about it. You've made some really stupid choices in your life, no question about it. You guys can fix this. You can meet and talk and take it a step at a time. And there's power in forgiveness.
Yes.
You know, you both need to let go and forgive yourself for the bad choices you've made and forgive each other for the boundaries you've crossed, the toes you've stepped on, and heal this relationship. You can do that.